Okay, YouTube. This video is going to be on the grip replacement for my Taurus PT92AFS. It's in response to Mr. Surplus Nuts video where he installs some Pachmayr grips. Had these for a while. I had them on this pistol before. One of my screws was not installed very well, and it came out. I promptly lost the screw after that, so I had to buy some new screws. And I looked around, and it's kind of hit or miss when it comes to buying screws for the Taurus compared to the Beretta. You need frame bushings for some of the screws, but not all of them. I believe the Beretta requires bushings for all of them. These are the screws I'll be installing. They're stainless, and they're hex key screws rather than slotted screws. So we're going to get started on this installation. First, we need to clear the weapon. Weapon's clear. I'm going to put the ammo away for now, so it's not anywhere around the workstation here. And I'm going to go ahead and disassemble the pistol. Check that it's clear one more time. Drop the hammer as instructed by Taurus to disassemble this. And okay, so we have the slide completely removed, and we have the frame here so we can work on it. I've gotten a handful of screwdrivers out, I don't know, just in case I need a specific size. I got all these out. We're gonna go right to town. When I first installed the other grips, they weren't getting quite enough bite into this hole, and it screwed up the threads. I think that using both this bushing and these other screws is going to prevent that problem altogether. We will see in just a few minutes here. And see, this is the crazy thing, is some of these screws are large and some of them are small. That's unique to the Taurus. You don't see that with the Berettas, I don't believe. So I'll be using some of the bushings, but not all of them because of that. I think basically what it comes down to is there's a bushing already installed here. This bushing retains this spring. If you take that sucker out, the spring's going to jump out there, and you're going to be well on your way to disassembling the whole trigger group here, I think, or some part of the trigger group. I haven't really messed around with taking this frame and the trigger group apart. But we have them all out except for that bushing. And we're going to install the 3 bushings and the new grips and screws. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Now I recall that the bushings said to use a little bit of oil, so I got on my Hops oil that I usually use on my guns anyway. Use just about any kind of oil, I guess, for something like this. Whether it's a marble mystery oil or even something wacky like WD-40. I'm not a huge fan of WD-40. It's more solvent than it is oil. But we'll go ahead and just put a tiny dab around each of these holes, or a huge dab, whichever might be easier. So you've noticed I'm working on my towel here. This is the towel I always use around my guns whenever I'm cleaning them or working on them. So it's a huge mess. So I'll wipe all this excess oil away with this towel anyway. Thread these little suckers in here by hand. Then I'll figure out which one of these slotted screwdrivers likes to fit in the slot. I'm thinking this one. Nope. Looks like all of them are going to be too wide. The slot's very narrow, which is odd. Okay. Screwdriver doesn't work great for this, but it's doing the job. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to wipe the excess oil away from these holes. We like oil, but we don't always like too much oil. The eBay seller that I got the bushings from said to use oil, or you may ruin the threads in the alloy frame. Then where would you be? You would be trying to learn some machining techniques. That's where you would be trying to fix your pistol grip. That wouldn't be good at all. Am I even on frame here? Okay, yeah. Amateur videos. Yeah. Ooh, this one does not want to get in here. I'll try a different one. See what happens. Okay, there we go. It's interesting that this one doesn't want to get in here because it's not the one that I had problems with. The one I had problems with was the top on the other side. Okay, so we have all the bushings in. I'm going to put the extra bushing in the bag and all the old screws in the bag with it. So I got 3 old screws and 1 extra bushing, a set of extra grips. Pull them all to the side. And I know from experience these grips can be a lot of fun to put on. You actually have to stretch the center part around the frame of the pistol to get them on. It's not easy, but the rewards are great. So let's break out the stainless screws and the hex driver for them. Have some fun here. Get it in here. Oh yeah. Goes right in there. Oh yeah. You can tell by the way the hex key fits into these stainless screws that they're a good quality stainless metal. Stainless is harder than a lot of other metals. So he's on here with a reasonable little amount of torque. And now for the stretching. These bushings are helping a lot. See, the grip snapped down over the bushings because the bushings are raised up. It's something that didn't happen with the one-piece screws when I installed these the first time. So I figured that that's what would happen this time, and it's making the install one heck of a lot easier. Anytime you put something new on your firearm, it's a good idea to take your tools with you next time you go to shoot it, because these screws are likely to work themselves loose and need retightening. The same can be said if you're putting optics on or anything like that. Anytime you put some screws into the frame of the gun, they're going to receive that shock every time it's fired. And then they're going to need a little bit of retorquing. So here we go. Got the new stainless screws in there, hex key style. I think they look pretty snappy with the stainless pistol. And you might notice that I'm running the grip without the back strap on it. Makes it just a little bit smaller. Fits the hand a little bit better. This is a great grip for a two-hand grip. You get a real good weld with your left palm. Or I guess right if you're left-handed, but yeah, you get that weld and you can grip up your other fingers really well. Get a real good two-hand grip there. So I'll put the slide back on it. Yep. Looks like $1 million. There you go.